Welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is THump. For those of you who do not know me, I'm a Twitch streamer. I stream Deadlock pretty much every single day. And the number one thing that people come into my chat when they see me playing this game and they say is, THump, the game's overwhelming. I don't know what's going on. Please explain this game to me. So I wanted to make a video and break down everything that you need to know to get started into the game. If you just started or you're new coming into the game and you want to get into it, this is the video for you. So the first thing we do whenever we hop into the game and we click play Deadlock here, so you have options. You can just watch people if you want to. Heroes, you can go in here into the sandbox, so you can click your talent, go into the hero sandbox of all these characters, and you can test them out and check out their abilities before you even load into the game. You can do the tutorial. They have the resources here. You can go and browse all of the items in the item shop if you want to read them and see what they do. And you also, when you're ready to play the game, you can play against bots first if you would like. You can go into the sandbox mode, which is basically just this, same thing. Hero sandbox mode. Private matches is more for competitive players, custom matches, etc. So when you go into play Deadlock, the first thing you're going to be is presented with this screen. Now, there is a priority selection in this game. So you have to select at least 3 heroes to play the game, okay? Let's say, what are the most popular characters? Let's do that, and Bebop, okay? Now, let's say that I'm an extremely cringe person, and I really want to play Bebop, and that's like the #1 character that I want to play. This is my guy. I turn him purple, and then I have these other 2, white, and it is going to give me a higher chance of getting this character. So you can set your priority. If you want your second priority character to be Haze, you can set Haze to yellow, and then you can put Mirage to white. There's different ways you can do it. But if you want to get priority on the main character that you're trying to play, you need to make him purple and the other 2 characters white. This is going to give you the highest chance of getting the character, okay? So you got your character selected. You're loading into the game. The first thing you're going to be presented with is Ziplines, okay? We are going to have 4 ziplines across the map for each team. This is your side of the map right here, your friendly side, and this is the enemy side of the map right here. Okay, so when you load into the game, you are going to be on one of these 4 ziplines. The way the game is played is it's a solo lane on the outside, so 1v1. It is a solo lane over here, and then it is a 2v2 in the blue and a 2v2 in the green. So you also, when you're on the zipline, you have a zipline boost that has a 336-second cooldown, okay? Whenever you press this, it is going to zoom you extremely fast across the zipline so that you can rotate faster. So be very smart when you use this zipline boost. Next, we're going to go into the movement of the game, okay? Stamina is going to be these 3 bars right here, okay? This is going to determine how many times you can roll. That's 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 rolls. Now I'm out of stamina, and I can't roll anymore until that bar gets refueled, okay? So now let me wait for my stamina to build up. While we wait for that to build back up, I can come over here and I can show you guys sliding. There's also crouching in the game. Always slide down hills like this. There's hills all over the map where you can gain momentum by sliding down. When you slide down hills, you also get infinite ammo. So see how I have 11 out of 11 ammo here? If I slide down and shoot, and then I come out, I still have 11 out of 11 ammo. So what a lot of people will do is they'll come to the Guardians and slide down the hill so that they get more ammo and min-max your damage, okay? The next thing is, you can press your roll button and it's just going to roll you forward. Or you can use 2 stamina bars and you can roll dash. So notice when I roll, this stamina bar goes blue at a certain time period. Blue, right there. So when I roll, if I press my space bar when that is blue, it jumps me really far, okay? It's going to be a roll dash. This is very important to learn. If you do not know how to do slide dashing, it's something you're going to want to go practice. It's something that eventually it gets to where it's second nature, and it's really simple, okay? Also, next thing, you can do wall bouncing as well. So there's situations you use wall bouncing to juke people. You can wall bounce off walls like this. Also, you can roll, dash, slide, jump, slide, just to get you a little bit more distance as well. Also, we have the last thing that I almost forgot, but I'm smart. Go ahead and cover it. This is melee punching, okay? There's a light version of this as well, where you just tap your punch button, and then there's a version where you hold it down, and it's going to be a wind-up punch. It's going to do a lot of damage. If somebody is punching at you with a charged-up punch or a light melee, if you can predict it, you can press your parry button like this. And if they punch you while you are parrying, it will stun them. And in that time period, while they are stunned, you can heavy punch them twice, back to back. Also notice that the heavy melee has a noise, so if you ever hear that noise, parry, and it can lead to free kill streak. Okay? Now, the next thing is going to be the laning phase. I'll show you without my tower down because this Infernus was very rude and took down my Guardian tower. Okay? So this is the green lane. Notice in laning, it's a 2v2 at the start in this lane, but obviously I'm here. These are the enemy creeps, and these are my creeps right here. They are consistently going to spawn out of the base and come down this zip line right here throughout the entire game. They're coming down the zip line. There they go. And now they're going into the lave. Okay? In laning phase early game, you are going to want to be here, and you're going to want to be getting last hits and denies. Okay? See this orange orb? When the enemy kills my creeps, an orange orb is going to spawn out of them. If I shoot that orange orb before they do, it denies them souls, and I am granted those souls. Okay? So in lane, watch when I kill an enemy creep, there's going to be a blue soul that pops out of it. I need to last hit that blue soul to confirm the second half of the gold. So the enemy and you are going to be competing for last hit and denies in the lane, while also trying to do damage to each other as much as possible. Okay? Last hitting and denying, whenever you get a kill, souls will come out of the enemy. And the enemy player can also deny those souls as well. So it's very important in lane, always be last hitting and denying while trying to harass your enemy in lane, just like you do in any mode. Also, you're going to get these souls. Okay, so right now I have 1,500 souls from getting kills, last hits, and denies. Let me go ahead and kill this guy, get a little bit more gold. Okay, so now I have 1,000, I have 2,000 gold. Apologize. And whenever I get souls, that is the key way to upgrade your abilities, okay? These are going to get unlocked on certain soul thresh points. So when I'm last hitting and denying, I'm getting gold so that I can buy items, but I'm also getting gold so that I can upgrade my abilities. Every character in the game is going to have 4 abilities, and you can read these abilities, see what they do, and see which ones you would like to target upgrade first. So there might be a character where I want to go 2 points into this, then 2 points into this, then 2 points into this. There might be some characters where I want to go 5 points all the way up into this, and maybe only 1 point into this and 1 point into this, okay? So it's very important to constantly be farming because it's going to give you more items, and it's going to allow you to get more ability point upgrades so that your abilities are stronger than the enemies. Now, the next thing, so you're going to be last hitting and denying in lane, and you're going to be getting gold so that you can buy items. At 2 minutes into the game, your smallest, easiest creep camps are going to spawn, okay? These are going to be, your jungle camps are going to be these triangles on the map right here, all right? At 2 minutes, the easiest ones are going to spawn. These right here. You can come up, you can hit them 4 times with a heavy punch, and then they're dead, okay? And these are very easy to do. You want to try to do these whenever it spawns at 2 minutes, because these are going to respawn throughout the game. So you want to min-max and kill them as often as you can throughout the game, so that you can get more souls than the enemy team just throughout the game by regenerating over and over and over. Now, at 7 minutes, you will see that the rest of the jungle camps on the map spawn, okay? Now notice, triangle camps represent all the jungle camps in the game, but now jungle camps have lines underneath them. A triangle with 0 lines underneath it is going to be extremely easy to kill. A triangle with 1 line underneath it is going to be a little harder to kill, but by this time in the game, you will be able to clear these. At 7 to 10 minutes in the game, you'll be fine. And then the other camps are the ones with 2 lines underneath them. These are the ones you're going to want to wait until later in the game, 15, 20 minutes, before you try to attempt to take them on. It just takes a really long time to kill them. They're very beefy, okay? So that pretty much covers the creep camps. You're going to want to get these down as fast as possible whenever they spawn, because they do respawn throughout the map. Also, another thing that spawns, this spawns at 10 minutes into the game. These are bridge buffs, okay? There's going to be one over here on the opposite bridge as well. These spawn at 10 minutes, and then they respawn throughout the game. And these are just going to give you buffs. They give you weapon buffs. They give you vitality buffs. And they can give you spirit buffs, so CDR, stuff like that. We've explained the jungle. We've explained laning phase and how you get your souls, okay? Now, we're going to go into the item menu. So there's different shops all throughout the map. There's one here. There's one by this Guardian Tower. There's one by this Guardian Tower, but mine is currently dead, and we'll get to that later. And there's one here. There's also 2 secret shops on the map. Okay. There's one secret shop here that will persist throughout the game. The entire game it will be here. And there's a secret shop right here on the enemy side, which will be there throughout the game. If your outer Guardian Tower, just go ahead and say this, if this tower right here dies, I will no longer be able to buy from this shop. So at the beginning of the game, it's very important that you keep this tower alive so that you can come back right here and you can buy your items. Okay? Just go ahead and buy this. Now, the tower goes down and it closes shop. I can no longer buy from this store anymore because my outer Guardian Tower, these 4 towers, the enemy has all 4 because my team is horrible. All 4 of these Guardian Towers, as long as they persist and are alive, will have these shops next to them. Now, once you are in the browse build section, once you are in the build section, you can go, if you have no clue what's going on, you're overwhelmed, you're like, wow, what are these items doing? You can just come into builds, go to browse builds, go to public, and you can select any of these popular builds, okay? And these will generally be good enough to get you started into the game so that you will not be completely clueless. Now, once you have figured out the item shop, you bought your items, etc., etc., we need to go into your item slots. So notice that my character can get 1, 2, well, this is a 4, 8, 12. So I can get, at the start of the game, 4 weapon items, 4 vitality items, and 4 spirit items, okay? These are the different types of items in the game. There's weapon, which is going to increase my gun damage. There's vitality, which is going to help me stay alive. So these are more than often your defensive item. And spirit items, which are going to do things for my spirit abilities, help them do more damage, etc., etc. 3 types of items in the game, okay? Now, we have 12 that we can choose from at the start, but we have these 4 slots right here that can be unlocked by doing objectives across the map. So remember, it's a MOBA, so it's a lot of farming. You need to buy items, but you also need to protect objectives. Remember, if we lose this tower, we lose our shop, so that's one objective that we've lost. Now, if we lose all 4 of these Guardian Towers right here, to see how we've already lost 3, when they get this tower down right here, the enemy team will get access to this slot. And we will not have access to it yet because we do not have all of our Guardian Towers, or all of the enemy Guardian Towers killed, right? So it's very important that you get the enemy Guardians Towers down while protecting yours. Because if I have a slot open and the enemy team does not, that's an extra item that I have that they don't, okay? So one way is to kill all of these outer Guardian Towers. You get your second slot after you kill the walkers. So the outer 4 are called Guardians. The inner 4 right here are called walkers. Once you have killed 2 of those 4 walkers right here, any of these 2, you're going to get another slot unlocked. So if I have the enemies, all 4 of these Guardian Towers down, and I have 2 of their walkers down, I now have access to 2 slots that the enemy team does not have if we have kept ours alive, okay? The next one is going to be unlocked after you destroy all the walkers. So remember, one of the slots is unlocked once you kill 2. And then once you kill all 4 of these, you get another slot. And then the next slot is going to be unlocked after your team destroys an enemy shrine. The shrines are going to be right here and right here, deep inside of the base, okay? So your last item unlocked is going to come later into the game. These are called base walkers right here, these 2. They're together right here, right here, right here, and right here. These base guardians are just 2 towers that constantly spit out damage. They get taken down really easily, but they don't grant you anything except for access to the base. Also, the last thing, after you get the last slot unlocked from your shrine killing right here, either one of these 2, the way that you end the game, the final objective, after all of these are dead, is to kill this thing right here in the middle. This is called the enemy patron. It has 2 phases in it. After you kill both of these shrines right here, it will transform and you have to kill it once. Once you take down its HP 1 time, it will take a brief moment and it will go down into the pit closer to their base. And then you have to kill it again to win the game. Very simple process. So basically, you kill this shrine, and then you're allowed to kill this thing. So these 2 shrines are important to keep alive because they make this, the patron, invulnerable. You can't do any damage to this until both of these shrines are dead. Once the shrines are dead, You do a lot of damage to it. It transforms after like 15 seconds, goes down into the pit, and then you have to kill it again, and then you win the game. Okay? One of the other main objectives on the map, besides the Guardians, Walkers, and the Patron, is going to be the mid-boss. Okay? Now, mid-boss is going to be something that everybody wants to fight over. It's the massive mid-objective on the map, like Baron Nashor, and stuff like that. Just very important to have control of. Hopefully, maybe we get a visual update for this, because this thing is ugly. Yeah. So you kill this thing, it's going to give you a rebirth. So when you die, you're going to have a significantly less cooldown on your next res. So you can go into a team fight, die, and be right back in a short amount of time. So it's very good for that. It automatically is going to push your waves. It's going to make your creeps tankier and give them more HP. And they're going to push constantly, so all your waves will be pushed. It is a good thing to secure, to have unrisky pushes into the enemy base. So you can take a fight without worrying about dying and have a massive respawn timer and all that. Now, whenever you kill Baron Nashor or the mid-boss, a green emerald, I guess you could call it, diamond is going to float down from the sky, and the way that you secure it is you have to heavy punch it once it is on the ground. If you heavy punch it, you secure it for your team, and then you're good to go. Now, what happens is you get into a lot of team fights down here, and it's really hectic 6v6s, and it will come down from the sky. The green emerald urn is what we'll call it. Looks like a green emerald urn. It'll come down from the sky, and then you'll have massive fights, and then it's just a punch-off to see who can get the first heavy melee punch-off onto the Rejuvenator, steal it. Now, you'll also get into fights where people will be parrying on top of it while people are punching it to try to secure it and stuff. So there's a lot of outplay potential around the mid-boss. But it is very important, gives you a lot of buffs, and helps you end games. Also, another thing that is going to spawn objective base throughout the map, I think I said mid-boss is the last one. That is not the last one. The urn is going to spawn. You can see right here, Infernus on the minimap is currently running the urn. Right there, that green thing that just showed up on the minimap. You run the urn, and he delivers these urns. And the urn is going to give a bunch of those souls right there. As you saw, I just denied every single one of them because you got the last hit to secure them. So the urn is going to give you a ton of souls that you need to hit last hit. If there's somebody nearby, you need to last hit it to secure the souls. I just stole all that guy's souls, even though he delivered the urn. And it's also going to give you an ability point whenever you deliver it. So you'll be able to upgrade from level 0 to level 1, or if you have an ability that's at level 1 already, you'll be able to get it to level 2. So it helps you sustain leads, helps you to come back in games, gives you ability points that the other team won't have access to, so you'll have stronger abilities than them throughout the game as well. All right, next thing I want to talk about is teleporters. There are teleporters all around the map. This one goes here. There's teleporters everywhere. These arrows are teleporters across the map. Boom, boom. The arrows, you see them everywhere. Now, these spawn at 10 minutes into the game. What you can do is you can just hop in them and easily go across the map. Now, this is good for ganking. This is good, say you're in this lane, but this lane is pushed down. You can easily just teleport over instead of having to go all the way down the zip line. And you can also gank people with these as well. So just another tool to help you traverse the map faster because the map is pretty large. Also, while you're running around the map, you will see these boxes. These boxes have souls in them. The golden statues have upgrades in them. See, I just opened that and got plus 1% cooldown reduction. So as you're traversing the map, make sure that you're opening these boxes. Don't just completely ignore them. They're also on top of roofs. There's these zip lines that you can come up and down, as you can see. There's also these slot machines right here. These give you souls. You just heavy punch them. And then when you're done with your last hit, you get the souls out of them. And I think that is pretty much it. Trying to rack my brain to keep this short, but help you guys as much as possible. And that's pretty much everything that I can come up with to get you guys into the game and have you stand a chance out there on the battlefield. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I do stream daily, twitch.tv THump. So if you have any questions or want to learn more, be sure to hop by and check it out. Thank you so much.